Hi, my name is Miles Nuessle. We just got through with the 2018 NPC Felicia Romero Classic / Western Regional, and with the veteran,
Mr. Mike Best.
Mr. Mike Vest. I'm back. Mike, you've been with us for many, many years. You are stable here in Arizona. You've placed anywhere from overalls before to not even placing, or?
Yeah, I mean, this is my 31st show.
Oh gosh!
I was lucky enough to win this show in 2012. Been blessed to been competing here since 2008. Miles here has given me a platform to show my physique, and it goes beyond bodybuilding for me. This is where my passion is. This is where my love is. So this isn't about trophies. I got enough trophies. This is about commitment, and this is about what I love. So I appreciate the opportunity, and the platform given to me over the years. So honestly, you can't ask for a better place if you want to compete. If you're not here, if you don't live here in Arizona, make a truck over. Try out a show, compare it to some other shows. I think you'd be surprised. So I truly do appreciate it, man.
Well, thanks, Mike. Speaking of trophies, real quick, we got to show this bad boy off just for a minute. If you want me to lift it up, Michael? That is a. Can we get that on the screen, okay, there, cameraman? That is a big bad boy, and you can put it down if you want, Michael. But funny thing is, Mike, when I saw that, I did a little comeback. I quit. I retired in '91. I got in the fire department. And '93, I did a little quick comeback for a few shows, and the Neil Anderson just came out. I saw that overall. I'm like, oh, I want that.
Yeah,
and I thought it was so cool.
Now my son has 2 of them to beat up, so he thinks they're their toys. So I can't say enough. All the people that buy a ticket, all the guys that are sitting back here watching this, and you guys that come out and watch, it means everything to everybody, So every time you buy a ticket, you're not just buying a ticket, you're supporting every single person back here. So when you walk out and you hear your name or you hear your people yelling, that's what it's all about, man. So thank you all.
And I'll tell you this right too, Mike is one of the most passionate bodybuilders I've ever met in my life. And it's funny because, and I'm going to say close, but I think you'll agree with me, who lives, eats, breathes this sport more than anybody you know. I mean, he doesn't blink without counting as a calorie. And this guy's been doing it for 20 years probably. And he walked to me a long time ago when he was a kid. And he goes, I'm going to be a pro someday. I'm like, oh, I've had time every time I said that. And I think you know what I'm talking about because he helped you out with the show. Who am I talking about?
He's my coach, Dusty Hanshaw. Again, Dusty, I wouldn't be here without you. We linked up in 2015, and the only person that beat me was Charles Curtis, who's a pro, who's actually the guest poser here. So, Dusty is a no bullshit guy. And for me, that's how I like to be dealt with. And to me, I would never hire anybody that isn't where I want to be. So if you guys are looking for somebody or you want to get to the next level, take a look at Dusty Hanshaw. I promise you, you'll like the results. You'll suffer, but you'll like the results.
Oh yeah, and actually, I went to Dusty when I did my comeback, and 17 years later after '93, a little thing for my kids. But with that said, when you told me you got him, like, yeah, it figures. The 2 most hardcore guys I know, and that is what you need to do well in the sport if you want to be the best. And that's any sport, right? Whether it's wrestling, whatever it is. If you want to be the best, you got to be totally invested, and you've done that. And the cool thing about it, Mikey, as I've seen you grow up and get older, and throughout the years, you have so much more. I guarantee you, there's something that happened in your life about a year and a half ago, maybe, that's 10 times more important than that. Can you tell us about that?
I competed. I'm a dad. I'm a single dad of 2. My kids are under 5. So it's not easy, trying to change shitty diapers and be patient and be a daddy and all those things that go along with it. It's not easy, but I promise you this, none of these make a difference. The best trophies in the world are your own kids. So kids, I love you.
Oh, that's awesome. Mike, I think you talked about retiring after this. And it's funny because, like I say, I have a dime every time somebody turn pro, I'd be a millionaire. If I had a dime every time somebody retire, I'd be a millionaire as well. But I kind of believe it in this case. I think you've done so much, and you got a family now, and what a way to end a high, right?
This is probably my last NPC show. We have 2019. We have a 3 shots to go for the pro card in the Masters division.
Oh, you are going to go for that?
Yes.
Nice.
The Team U Masters first. If we don't get it there, we'll go to Pittsburgh. If we don't get it there, we have North Americans, and then come hell or high water, regardless, I'll be riding off in the sunset. Again, this is my 31st show. It's a long time to compete. My first show was in 1997. Most of these people weren't even born yet, So,
yeah, kids.
No, it's been a great run. There's a lot of negative things you hear sometimes about the sport, but I'll tell you what, my passion is here, my love is here, my profession is here. Everything I know in my life revolves around this stuff here. So as much negativity that you do hear, you never get to grasp all the positivity that comes along with the sport. And I think there's a ton of athletes here that can attest to that. So.
Here's the cool thing about that is it's like the squeaky wheel in the train, right? Train has 3,000 wheels, 2 squeak. Everybody looks at a squeaky wheel. The cool thing, Mike, is especially in Arizona, we are so blessed. And I don't know as the rest of the country, but I will say this. I feel so blessed. I think, Mike, you feel the same way, Ed. The people that surrounds the NPC Arizona. Thank you, everybody, for all your emails and kind words and being there with us and everything. And the 99.9 of you have been so supportive. And not only that, Mike, as you see backstage, I love, and you guys all see this too, is we have a community here in Arizona. It's not, you don't get those individual cliques and things like that. Everybody's walking together and laughing together and talking, and different teams are talking to each other and helping each other out. And that's why I always envision, that's what I've strived for the last 24 years, is to bring a community to Arizona that we don't have that type of problems. And overall, we're very blessed, are we not?
No, I think I agree. And I think that, a lot of times we walk around here and we don't talk a lot. So it makes it very tough to think that we're personable. But we're all bodybuilders and athletes, and the one thing that we love the most is to talk about ourselves or talk about the sport. So by all means, if you guys have any questions or concerns, or you want to talk to me, I'm probably the most approachable person in the world. So come up, say hi, and we'll shoot the shit a little bit.
Awesome. Mike, before we end this, is there anybody else you want to thank?
I got to thank all the people that are out in the crowd, man. And there's a ton of people that have followed my journey. Real quick, I'm only on stage. My daughter found all my trophies about 1.5 years ago. And she said, Dad, I want you to do a show again. I want you to win the muscle show. Yeah. And when you do, I want you to give me the trophy. So in the end, man, this is just about my kids, and about the things that are important. So
celebrating.
Thank you all.
Well, Mike, thank you so much. You're a phenomenal champion. You betcha. You just met the overall winner of the NPC in 2018 Felicia Romero Classic. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.